right, so last question. Who y'all think is the GOAT horror movie character / killer / slasher?
The GOAT horror movie kills.
Still Michael Myers, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I gotta say Mike.
My only pick against Michael Myers. The guy was a cop like him.
Yeah, bro. Why you gotta kill you kill somebody every movie while they fucking, bro.
I always thought that was a Jason thing.
That is a Jason.
Yeah,
I always thought that was a
Michael
Jason
Myers.
thing.
My bad, bro. Michael Myers, my bad, bro. That's king of the power walk.
Yeah.
Mike is not Mike. Mike don't jog. Mike don't run. Mike don't strive. Mike got the same like Tuesday morning stroll for like 30 years.
Yeah,
now.
like people will just take off.
And the body can't. Listen, because it happens the same way. I tell you, bro. Listen, people see Michael Myers. He'd be like 10 feet away. The group starts running. Right? They run. And they beat their feet. Right? For like a whole 10 minutes of movie time, which is almost like 30 minutes of real time. Right? They do it without a look. They do it. They run. Then what do, bro? They run in a straight line across an open field, right? To the one building in the middle of the open field. And then what do? They don't even go inside the building where they can see if there's tools or something to help them. They go around back over on the side of it. And what does somebody always do? Somebody always runs around, right? And then as they breathe in, at the top of their lungs, and it's like 6 of them together going. Some guy that's trying to, the main blonde chick always goes, stay here. I'm gonna see if he's back here. And then what happens? He gets up, he looks around the corner, and Mike, of course, has just been preserving his energy because he just basically been walking to y'all and counting his fucking steps on his Apple Watch this whole time, bro. He walk y'all down, and as soon as fucking, what's it? Because it's always something like fucking, I'm gonna die like guy named like Garrett. Garrett gets up, right? Or Murphy gets up, rather. Right? Looks around the corner, and what's the first thing that happened? He dies instantly, bro. They all scream, right? The main chick who's going to survive by the end of the movie because she's blonde with the biggest titties, she screams but almost gets traumatized at the same time. Runs off with the like dorky, I can't fend for myself person. The other hot like slutty girl in the group screams at the top of her lungs while Murphy is getting hacked the fuck up. And then all of a sudden Michael Myers is like, all right, man, if you're just gonna make it easy and get her too.
Exactly. Like. But
slutty chick, of course, in every Michael Myers movie always suffers some mortal wound that makes her not hot anymore. Mike always get her one time and just like gash her down the back, and then the rest of the movie she like this and shit. And so what happens is finally she runs away, barely survives with her life, gets right in front of blonde big tits who's going to survive, and nerdy I can't survive for myself who's going to be traumatized but survive to the end, where she opens the door and they're like, oh Tracy, you're here, and then Michael like stab her right there in front of them. Like, he just give it to him, bro. And it happens the same way every time, bro.
Another thing I was wondering about, why everybody leaving door unlocked? Might just walk in and just start.
Bro, listen. Why do people do this, bro? People see the big ass machete, right? They see it cut through other stuff. They see him at the door because he's fucking 6'8". Then what do, bro? They see him in the door because there's always the door where there's got the peephole and then the little window things upside. So you can see his whole face in the window things upside, right? They walk up to the door and they only go, maybe he doesn't see us. And they get as close as they possibly can to the door, breathing, of course. And then Mike almost go, and just
making it easy
just
for him.
through the door, like he almost be shot. Like, is this one? I wonder if I should stab this one while I ring the doorbell. Ding dong, yup, like, and that's the thing where like they do these things that they never do to Michael Myers. I never understood where nobody ever runs to a public place where he would be so like overwhelmed with who do I kill first. Where at least that would buy you some time to be like, hey, cops, guns, get it takes out. See the dude over there hacking up all the sorority girls with that big ass machete? It's not fake blood. Y'all might want to go ahead and,
handle that.
Yeah, you might want to go ahead and 93rd Street Miami him.
Yeah, they always end up in like these neighborhoods and these like private, like ducked off areas.
Mike,
and not as opposed to going to like Publix or some
When
shit.
Michael Myers kills black people, it's because he kills black people that have no business being where all these white people are. You never see Michael. Listen, bro. Michael Myers would not be a problem in the middle of Jacksonville.
Not on the edge of the country.
Michael Myers is not a problem. Michael Myers isn't a problem in the world.
Niggas is on suit that like, hey bro, ain't that nigga from that movie? Oh no, we saw this one coming.
Bro, like
You saw that? You remember the YouTube video back in the past when zombies was the thing, and the motherfucker it was in Miami.
Bro, they was in Miami showing a nigga face off. Nobody did shit. I said, bro, there's a nigga getting his face chewed off in Miami. And
bro, listen.
Damn one of you rootin' tootin' gun toting Miami niggas walked up to that nigga and said, I got him, everybody. Ain't no zombie in Dade County.
Hey, you gotta go to like Opalaka's.
Bro, but I'm talking about the little YouTube meme though, like how everybody was walking around as zombies, like unhappy, bro. He pulled up on the wrong group of niggas one time, bro. And it was like, man, shit, what's up? Like,
it's true, but like no offense, bro. How successful is Michael Myers in the middle of fucking Overtown? Like in the middle, like in the middle of Miami.
with a machete, none.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
No, not to be like racist, bro. Well, all these O's. You got a machete. You got a machete. Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay, now, with that being said, I actually changed my answer. The guy from Scream. Ghostface. And the only reason why he had a set of rules that nobody paid attention to. That's literally the entire Scream franchise. How to not pay attention to rules.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The only reason why I don't want to give it to the dude from Scream is because my problem with the dude from Scream is that he tends to kill celebrities, and I'm gonna be honest with you. And the day is real. You might not see him as a villain. You just might not.
I mean, my only thing with his premise was that he had a Batman complex. Anybody could be Scream.
Like, and that's what I'm willing to at least say. I'm willing to so put it between Jason and Mike for the simple fact that
I thought we already did that. No.
We did Jason versus Freddy. That was fucking horrible.
yeah, as much as I love Freddy, only being able to attack people when they sleep is just not helpful.
It's not effective.
Yeah, bro. And not only, which means no offense, bro. That means no offense, bro. Your moves are unrealistic because you would have never killed that many college students.
Yeah.
We just don't sleep. Right? Don't sleep.
Yeah, you ain't finna pull up in the library, the school library.
You think you gonna catch sleeping people who get piss your girl off drunk at 2 a.m.? Okay, Freddie. Okay, Freddie. Okay, Freddie. You think you gonna come and kill the adult man? All right. They on campus with the addies, you with the pills. You know, low key, my nigga, that nigga's all that nigga's cash is because you exist. I got Freddie problems. Pop these, bro. Fuck that nigga. Guess what? I got Freddie problems.
We all got Freddie.
We all got Freddie problems, bro. Pop two of these, he get tired of waiting.
Hey, bro, them niggas who sell, bro, they got like the funniest responses to shit, bro. I'm in the club, right? I'm taking pictures. They're like, hey, I made this dude do another function. He was like, hey man, if you need some weed, bro. I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. I don't smoke. Oh, all right, cool. Me neither.
That's one thing that blows me when people go up to you and be like, "You smoke?" Nah, no, hey, good. You don't need to. Hey, drugs is bad for you.
Bro.
Cause, bro, listen, cops ain't. People got this thing in their head where they thought cops were obligated to tell you that they're cops, and I tell people it's like, no, bro, that defeats the point of being undercover. And they will go like, oh yeah, you're right, and
I saw that shit in Breaking Bad. You gotta tell me if you a cop, right? Yeah, sure, I'm not a cop. All right, cool. Here you go. Get your ass on.
Bro, they came out of everywhere, bro. They was in the sewer, they was in the trees, they was on the swing set and shit. It was like it's true, bro. And that shit just boils me, bro. Like. Not that, or you get or I'll say this: my experience is either that experience y'all described, or I get the drug dealer who assumes, okay, I just didn't ask you if you wanted the right drug, which is you like you be somewhere with and you be like, hey, my nigga, you try hey, my nigga, I got that. Wow. Oh, cool, man. You know what? I'm actually already straight. Because literally, I was already straight. I'd already witnessed all my dude. I'm straight. And so then he go, oh, okay, my bad, bro. So you need blue dolphins. Bro, no, hey, listen. Hey, bro, listen. This is gonna be a normal night for me. This is gonna be a normal night for me. Okay. My bad, bro. A normal night for you, bro. Okay, so you trying to study till like 5 a.m. or you trying to study till 10 a.m. Bro, I'm good, bro. Okay, I understand. Mean it is.
Or worse, you just run into that person that just say like a random thing and you don't know what drug they talking about. It's like, I got that.
Hey, if a nigga there came up to me and called, bro, it's like, hey, my nigga, I got it for sale.
I'm under the impression you sell it.
My nigga, hold on, nigga, you still paint them? No. Man, I got.
That shit sound kind of suspect. Like, bro, I ain't into that kind of shit.
You got. Wait, hold on, bro. You mean to tell me niggas is in the streets coming up? You going, yo, bro? You got some.
On top of that, what drug is making you do that?
and that's the other thing, bro. Listen, there are very few drug names that actually fit, bro. Like, listen, weed might be the most fitting one. I can at least understand. I don't know why on earth, bro. Why the fuck do we call them Mollies?
I just assumed the bitch named Molly developed it.
Bro.
In a lab on her own because she wanted to get high. Bro. She was a brilliant chemist.
Unsolved mystery.
Had a scholarship.
You said she was a brilliant chemist.
She was a brilliant chemist, had a scholarship, and just one day fucking around with a nigga named Trevor, she lost her scholarship. Her mom lost health insurance. She had to move back to North Dakota, and said, hey, became a school teacher, needed, funds to make men's meat after her mom gets breast cancer. And says, hey, I need to, start doing shit and mix mom. That's what I thought happened.
That's deep.
That's literally what I thought happened.
That's deep.
The sad part about it, her name's not even fucking Molly. That's just a nickname. Her real name's Karen.
Sounds good to me.
My bad. I zoned out. I went back to our movie. I realized. Never mind. Okay. All right.
Dang, before I start ranking other horror movie characters, because I went over in that lane again.
That's it.
What do y'all rank? Where y'all rank Jigsaw?
End the list.
Really?
Here's the thing. When I think
you're a cancer survivor who wanted to end his life, fucking failed at fucking suicide, you fucking dipshit. So what you started doing was thinking of a psychological way to torment people into either A, killing themselves to realize that their lives are worth a damn. So what was that movie called where the guy wanted to off himself, but the angel said, hey, here's how the world would be without you? Does anybody remember that movie?
I remember.
It was like an old 80s film. It was like it was in black and white. And then they updated it. It was right before 12 Angry Men.
It's
like
beautiful.
Literally the people who made 12 Angry Men made the same movie.
But I remember the movie you're talking about.
Yeah, like that's the whole premise. It's that premise that they said, but what if he starts killing people? He looks for it. He looks for it.
No, that was not a 7.
Okay.
But the psychological aspect.
Here's my thing with Jigsaw, and the reason why I didn't like Jigsaw first. If you're just messy, that's not horror to me. What makes Michael Myers and Freddy and Jason so horrible is that on top of the brutal killings that they commit, there's these parts in the movie where you just sit there and you just on edge because your heart is dropping. There's nothing suspenseful about Jigsaw. The moment you wake up in this shitty piss hole of a room, you know what's
you already know what time it is.
It's like and listen, not only bro, he don't even clean the shit. Like Then to make it worse, then they did like 6 of them. Didn't one time he locked the bitch in the room with him and forced her to like perform surgery on him?
Here's the shit.
Like brain surgery on him?
I stopped watching Saw after like
Three.
the third one.
The joke that tripped me out about Jigsaw was one of his victims started doing Jigsaw shit. You didn't learn anything? You wasn't saying, hey man, this was the most terrifying experience of my life. Let me start doing this shit. Yo, that's fucked up. Like he kidnapped you and forced you in a room with other people where you either A, got them killed, B, killed them, or they somehow killed themselves. And you say, you know what would be awesome? Yo, I gotta start doing this shit because I had a profound change in my life and I want to save people the exact same way I was saved. The exact same way.
Sounds pretty psycho to me.
Jigsaw is Clue, but instead of solving the murder, you are in the murder.
Yeah, right. Not only that, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. This is how I started seeing the Saw movies after all, bro. Check this out, bro. The nigga's killing you with a panic room, or one of those escape rooms that people pay to go in. Basically, it's
one of those.
Listen, I get how it's fun, but here's the thing, bro. He got your escape room, and your escape room thing is this: it's either you escape the room or you die in the room. So basically, we've got 6 to 8 movies about a guy killing people with a box.
I'm in a box, and I ain't gonna eat.
Yeah, basically, it's you in a box. Which, by the way, a box he never cleans, yet somehow has flat screen TVs every time. Like, that's the shit that still blows me, bro.
Radio Shack.
Like,
Radio Shack.
Somebody make his best power runs or something. 'Cause,
Yeah.
boy,
Yeah.
every
Radio
movie.
Shack. Listen, Saw to me is like the fucking Backstreet Boys of horror films.
yeah, bro. It's gory, it's messy, and you like, damn, that's just stuff. But I don't consider him horror. I just consider it gore.
That's Backstreet Boys.
That's what Saw is. It's the
It's
Backstreet
true,
Boys.
bro. It's not like did you guys watch The Haunting back in the day, the one that the show was based on?
I did.
That movie? Go watch that movie, bro.
Yeah.
I'm good. I probably watch it during the day.
Believe it or not,
My
the
mom
movie,
was
it's
there.
not only that, but I tell people, horror movies usually have to have a good storyline. Say you want the things that make Michael Myers, that turned him into Michael Myers, you're interested in that. You're interested in how Freddy became Freddy, how Jason became Jason. Nothing can interest you about how Jigsaw became Jigsaw.
Bro, if every cancer survivor ended up like that,
Yeah,
I'd be
bro.
like, yo, y'all gotta cure this shit.
Yeah, bro, he in there. Bro, not only that,
Bro,
bro,
like I'm sitting here trying to live my fucking best life.
Yeah, bro.
I got some fucking cancer survivor talking about,
Then
you're not doing enough at your job. Hold up, bitch.
then he talked and looked like the people that be on the fucking True commercials make you feel guilty about smoking and shit. Like,
My dad is there.
bro,
I used to be a smoker.
This nigga smile convinces people that it's okay. No, it's not.
no, bro, not only
You
that, bro,
fucked up.
not only that, but I told people, I said, bro, they just left the wrong kind of people. Number one, bro, he could only take a certain kind of person, bro, that people he could push over the edge. No offense, bro, taking Liam Neeson would have got out the room with all his body parts.
Taking Liam Neeson would have saw that video and said, I have a certain
And basically,
I feel like it's a list of people that can do that.
yeah, bro. Like, no offense, bro. Y'all realize if he take a crack addict and put them in that same situation, he gets nowhere.
Listen,
He gets nowhere.
if he
Well, I'm
sits-
not going to do what you're saying. Well, I'll kill you.
listen,
Okay.
if he sits there and puts like a really well put together gay man in that room who like does escape rooms for like the fun of it, the movie ends in 10 minutes.
And he leaves the rooms clean.
Like the gay man wakes up and says, I've done this before. I've done this before.
Shot
That's
on my
happened.
leg. Yep. This is a horrible escape room.
Me and Spencer been through this. It was like
And not only that, bro.
And put the Beyonce on.
How bad do y'all feel, bro? For 8 straight movies, y'all were all people who got caught by an ailing, failing cancer patient. Like y'all had a dude who could literally only move one arm, and he was managed. He had managed to kidnap 12 people. I'm done.
That one just pisses people off.
Yeah, that whole series was a drag.
I'll throw Pennywise up there too.
Pennywise is definitely up.
Pennywise.
I don't fuck with clowns.
I don't fuck with clowns either, but I throw Pennywise up there because one, he was scary, he was creepy, he was after kids. He was R. Kelly.
All right.
This guy, bro.
We can end on that note. What about Chucky?
I thought you were gonna say, what about R. Kelly?